right now, it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
Gentlemen, just when I didn't think it could get any more chaotic, it is time for Masterpiece of the Week.
Hey, Alec.
Hey, Kevin, how are you today?
Good.
Good. We'll see if you really mean that after the show. Fred, how are we doing?
I get to go to the Dallas Car Show. I'm good, man.
Oh, that's true. It's going to be a nightmare getting there, but hey.
There.
Yeah, it's looking nasty out there. Fred, how you doing today?
Amazing. Right side of the dirt.
There we go. It's time for Masterpiece of the Week. We're going to revisit some of the wild, wacky, and odd things said on this very program. I have a feeling that Fred's going to pop up a few times next week.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a tease for next week. But, Kevin, you know we have a long-standing tradition here.
Bad day for you then, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, and I know he's in the building, but Gavin Dawson, too. Which one would you like to hear from first?
Corey.
Okay, Corey. We're going to start off hot. Corey said this.
You just keep banging throughout the night, and by the end of the evening, they're just like, man, we didn't even realize we were exhausted.
That's a true story.
I stand by that should be his next men's tea commercial. Like, just take that
That's
drop.
a great one.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of men's tea commercials, you're going to hear one in a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a bit of a moment
I'm
that he had.
intrigued. It couldn't be as bad as when Mike's like, phone number is, you know what? The hell with the phone number. Like, that's
Google
an
it.
actual thing that happened in his
I'm
commercial.
here for it.
And I love that it was a men's tea read, too, that Corey stumbled on. We'll get to that in a little bit because we do have to pick on Gavin Dawson as well. Dawson explaining his technique.
Well, I probably did get a wide stance and drive it down low.
I mean, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Now we can combine that with Corey's teams. And we got
Didn't even
something.
realize you did it.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize you were exhausted.
Man, I feel like it gets even closer to the line each week, especially just by the way I name some of these clips. Some of the names I put, I can't even read on the radio because I would get in trouble. Corey also said this.
Maybe give him a finger or something like that, you know?
Oh.
Now, Fred, you've stumbled onto a very special subcategory of Masterpiece of the Week.
Yeah, you did.
Boy, I guess so.
And that is me supporting Corey Majors no matter what he says.
Yeah.
You will hear in these clips, play it again, I support the things that Corey says.
Maybe give him a finger or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I feel like you were kind of torn on that one, though. Like you weren't sure,
Kinda
but you went ahead and
hesitated a
kind of
little bit.
made some
Yeah.
inaudible noise that could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I make a lot of noises like that.
I mean, come on.
Interesting.
4 hours of radio. You're going to do something.
Oh, man. Kevin, speaking of that, I feel like this is a great segue.
I made a 4-play, well...
What?
Look, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Here's the thing.
At least you're still doing it.
Daily fantasy. All right? It's not gambling.
No.
They're two totally different things.
9 days. 9 day.
So you don't say parlay or you made a 4 whatever bet. And so the go-to for Underdog is play. And so I had 4 different picks.
Yeah.
And so I thought
4-play.
4 and play. I made a 4-play. All right. Play it one more time. That little pause that you hear before 4-play is my mind desperately trying to come up with anything else. Otherwise, you just have to stop talking.
Yeah.
And so you hear it. I didn't find it. I made a 4-play.
You did string it out long enough, though, to where you were kind of like, these aren't connected.
Yeah. But I also panicked and couldn't find any other word to use.
Yeah, because in that moment, you have half a second to figure out something better?
I found nothing.
Yeah, and that happens a lot, trust me. And there's a lot of times that you don't even realize it, and then you hear it again on Friday at 1:30, and you're like, that did sound a lot worse than I anticipated. But let's see, we're going to pick on Corey again because he's not here. Corey said this.
Dallas wins, and I got laid last night.
Oh, great.
If that's not a winning combo, I don't know what is.
Not last night, but...
Oh, just in general, yes. Sometime this week.
That's why
I
he's
like
not
it.
here. Huh.
I like it.
Let's see, Kevin Hageland. We're going to go back to you for this. This is another, we have a lot of subcategories. I just love Kevin's very astute statements.
Don't fight a gorilla.
Yeah.
Hey, more relevant now than ever from the 214. Okay, Tolo family, who wins, 1 gorilla or 100 gorilla soldiers? And then another person from the 214 said the debate of 1 gorilla against 100 men is over. Someone simulated 1 million men against 10,000 gorillas, and the men only got 14 gorillas.
Okay, but that wasn't the question asked.
So
one gorilla.
These are both in the last 4 minutes.
Wow.
So these gorilla questions are as relevant as ever.
Nonstop.
This is amazing. I feel like that meme has strung on way longer than a lot of other trends. It's kind of impressive. But let's see. Corey Majors said this.
The ways that people, something so small can get it done for them.
That, I think, is probably true.
Wow.
You know what I hate? The real context of that. Felt bad for pulling that one.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, from the 203, 4-leg parlay would have saved you. Cannot say parlay. It's a totally different thing.
Okay.
Totally different.
They can't coexist.
From the 512, who's this guy with the radio voice? Well, that would be our very own Fred Davis.
My name's Alec Medford, yeah.
Okay, but I assume they know who you are.
On the FM.
Man, I swear, Fred, I've gotten the same thing anytime at remotes and stuff. I would have swore you were about 6 inches taller and about 20 years older.
That's it.
Get that a lot. Even my own dentist said that. I'm like,
Would you want him to narrate a movie for you?
Ooh. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into VO.
I do too.
That would be really fun.
I want to voice a cartoon character.
So do I. That's been like a bucket list item since I was a kid.
100%. I'll tell you what, if I ever find anybody casting for cartoon characters, I'm hitting my boy Alec Medford up because I was a huge Bugs Bunny fan growing up. So all day, every day, give me some cartoons.
You would strike me as a Daffy Duck kind of guy.
I love me some. You can't. The whole Looney Tunes family, unbeaten.
All right.
The best.
Kevin Hagelin, you're back on the chopping block.
Clearly, probably 2 a day if you hit all 5 of them on the way to school. Now, I actually know what that was about.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was about the teachers getting free breakfast. And so we were talking about how Whataburger, I believe, is so prolific that you could get up to 10 free breakfasts. That sounds worse in that context.
No, it does.
See, Corey also accused you of something, Kevin. Ross left this behind for me for Monday.
You might have ovaries.
Talk to you like that?
Yeah, that's the most controversial statement.
Those are fighting words right there. I don't care who you are.
Since I said that an athlete had a torn labrum, and I thought that was only for ladies.
Stop.
Wow.
Stop. The line.
It just sounds like it hurts.
Fred, you know what made that joke worse? He said that at the Dallas card show over a PA system.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I like it.
I'm
here for it.
Yeah, of course you do.
Of course I do.
Yeah, you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely am.
Let's see. Sometimes reading can be difficult, and Corey Majors just personifies that.
And if you want to try to be back what you are, it's time to be back to you. Yep. If you want to be you again, you go do it right now with Men's Tea Clinic.
You want to be back to what you are.
Back where you are.
What a philosophical way of looking at things. I'll tell you what.
Back where you are. Did you ever really leave?
Did you ever?
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
See, I love that because that's in the tradition of the Mike Bassick commercial.
Back where you are.
I'm having like an existential crisis after that. Like, did I ever really leave?
Yeah.
I was always the same. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
It's all about the journey.
I hate that so much.
Let's see. Corey also said this on Monday, I believe.
That is a busy day, and good for him that happened. You hope his marriage fails, though, right?
So he complimented him, and then he was like, well, you hope the marriage...
All right, so that was actually about me.
Oh.
So I've softened this stance a little bit for the purposes of being on air, but I would always say that I wanted people who got engaged on holidays, I wanted their marriage to fail.
Wow.
Because I was like, what a stupid day to get engaged. We got engaged on New Year's Eve. And you're like, oh, great. So you celebrate just like everybody else. Get engaged on a Tuesday in May. All right? Don't pick
next week
some special time that everybody else celebrates.
Do we really? I mean, but the engagement.
Yes, I care.
Is it that big of a deal? I mean, I get it. It's the whole like, hey, drop to your knee. Once the yes is delivered, God forbid there's a no. But we're done, right? Like we're done.
Well, not necessarily, Fred. Sometimes,
oh boy, real life alert.
You can get engaged
and then get unengaged,
and you think it's going to be forever.
Yeah.
But before you even get to the wedding,
Yeah.
they want to go bang somebody else. And so then you don't get married,
That's a good reason not to.
theoretically.
That's a good reason not. Theoretically.
So then you find somebody better and actually get married to them.
That's fair.
All right, I think it's time to vote after that. Guys, who do we think is winning?
I'm going to vote for Corey digging deep on us with his commercial.
Yeah.
Talking about being back where you are, I
I'm
think.
100% on that one.
Okay, we're going to make it a clean sweep because I'm voting for this too.
And if you want to try to be back what you are, if you want to, it's time to be back to you. Yep. If you want to be you again, you go do it right now with Men's Tea Clinic.
Yep.
Oh, the hell with it. Do you want to be you again?
I love it. That felt very Eucharish.
I love it.
I did.